So the most common problem for a beginner is to have a foreign body. Okay. So here you imagine there is a foreign body either in the esophagus or in the stomach. If it is in the esophagus, it ought to be removed within 24 hours. If it is in the stomach, you can wait and watch. Depending upon the type of foreign body, age group, there are so many factors. But esophagus within 24 hours. If it is like a button battery, as soon as possible. If it is a sharp foreign body impacted, sooner is better. So like that, you need to make a clinical decision of masterly inactivity or immediate attention. That is the thing you need to decide. Once you decide, now the removal of the foreign body is something like a common sense. And also you do what I call a dry run. If the father or a mother saying, my son has swallowed a 1 rupee coin, take a 1 rupee coin from your packet, try which instrument is good to catch it, fish it out. Try and adopt the same technique. That is one is a dry run. Second, do it at an odd time. Always have the same team which is going to help you. 2 a.m. both your efficiency, your staff's efficiency is suboptimal. So you need to do the next day morning with the anesthetist presence. So don't hurry. Okay, this is the second important thing. Now let us go. I am having some instruments. Satya, you can come in now. And foreign body, what are the philosophy of removal of foreign body in the upper GI tract? If I ask you to tell me 1 or 2 liners, what are the key important things you will tell? The take-home message for them.
Number one, the commonest foreign body we encounter all are the coins. And so you must have a very good grip so that while taking it out, you don't lose it in the pharynx and it doesn't go into the trachea and cause a choking. That's the most important point. So grip should be very, very fine.
You clearly said the importance of the second accident. That is, what was an innocuous foreign body, you make it as a dangerous foreign body if you just lose the grip as you are trying to withdraw through the cricopharynx. You nicely brought an important statement. Vijay, what is the main message you want to tell for the people who are trying to remove foreign body before they attempt, before we go in? What is the main important words of wisdom from you?
You must study what foreign body it is and how it is impacted, how is the lie of the foreign body, how much was the duration when it was lodged, so that we can know whether it has got fixity to the mucosa or the submucosa. The most important thing is all the foreign bodies in the children and also in the adults, as far as possible, they should be removed with endotracheal intubation.
Okay, I have now a 2 rupee coin in my hand, but it was in the patient's esophagus. You imagine. What is the best foreign body equipment you will ask your staff to keep it ready? I give you both 3 options. 1, I have a Dormia basket. 2, I have a Roth net. 3, I have a rat tooth forceps small one. 4th, I have a special, they claim it is a foreign body, the coin forceps. They claim. Under the coin forceps only I am holding here. And all other remaining things you know already, I don't think I need to describe. I'll show it in a minute. So which of the 4 you both choose? Each one, please. Satya, you start with.
I shall go for the Roth net because in my experience, Roth net you can catch it, it never slips off.
What is your...
put a proper Roth net and then nicely catch it and then take it out. Roth net is my first preference.
Vijay?
Yes, actually, I often use a snare.
Snare.
If you, yes, I put the snare in such a way that it holds that rupee or a coin exactly at 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock, and then you tighten it up completely. Now it doesn't slip.
Okay. And depending upon the coin, whether it is in the esophagus or in the stomach, my approach may differ. And if it is in the esophagus, my first choice is going to be the coin forceps, which I am having it in my hand. Okay. And I am just going to ask my assistant to do the job of holding. See, for example, he is going to close. You just see how his hand, so your handle. So he is having like a cigar grip. Thumb here, and like a cigar, he has to hold it here. Approximate the fingers. As he approximates the ridge in the coin, and tight, hold it tight. And it is reasonably good. And you can see the grip. So it will not and it should not come out of this provided you maintain the tension in that forceps. So this is by far the best one in my opinion as far as the esophageal coin is concerned. The next bit my feel is a rat-toothed forceps. Snare is good in an experienced hand, but it can slip out of it in the moment of crisis. Roth equipment is a very excellent instrument if the coin is in the stomach, because in the stomach you can't use all these things, you do more damage than good. So I'll just show the same foreign body with a Roth net. So the coin is on the stomach, somewhere in the fundus. You just go. The very important thing is how to keep it. Usually, you have to put it the convexity. See, this is the convexity, this is the concavity. You put the convexity on this, and then you just ask them to close it. Like close it slowly. And if you close it that way, then this is not only gripped nicely, it is also never going to come out. This is the surest, safest way of delivering it without dislodging it when it comes out of the cricopharynx. That way, I think Satya, what you said is absolutely right. But I especially, because it's difficult to do this maneuver, especially in a not a very roomy esophagus in a child. So I reserve this is specifically for a gastric fundal, foreign body like a coin. So this is about the removal. Dormia also sometimes is useful, but the dormia is for rounded objects. For example, this particular child has swallowed something like a piece of non-specific material, like a plastic one, which may not be seen radiology, like this one. This ideal is for again going to be like a Roth net, or you can use a dormia. Just let us see with the dormia, because you have to treat it like a stone. Urologist, biliary people, they use right and left this dormia basket. Open fully. And make sure the dormia is quite nice, and just try to engage this equipment, close it. And once you have, because it is a 4-wire, it is better than a snare. All I can tell is, if you have a snare and also dormia, always a dormia is better, because with a 4 snare, with a 2-directional grip, the chance of slipping out of this is less, but still it is not as effective and safe like a Roth net. So this is another one. The challenging foreign bodies are 2 I have in my hand. I want both of your opinion. One, you see something like this, okay, a 2A or 3A battery, or a pin in the esophagus. In the X-ray it is looking like this. If you can't take it like this, it will cause a longitudinal tear if you are not too careful. So let us go with a pin now. Satya, what is the way? X-ray shows a pin in the mid-esophagus like this.
You have to go with over tube or a hood over the endoscope.
Yeah.
You must cover that one so that it doesn't, while coming out, it doesn't tear the mucosa or make a full thickness tear.
Forceps kuduma, rat tooth
You have
forceps.
to cover the whole thing. You have a nice
Out of the view.
hood. If you go there and just unravel the hood over that one, and then you take it out.
There are 2 important things one has to do. I'll just try to demonstrate outside what we call a dry run. So the forceps, this is something like this. If it is there, you can catch it, for example, right, catch it, open, close. You catch it like that, you push it inside. You just take it further into the stomach and dock it, just open. You dock it. Then once you docked in the stomach, you reverse load it in the way you rather, in other words, you make the foreign body open, close, so that the sharp end should be trailing. It should not be coming forward. This is the first important thing. You take it slowly.
Absolutely agree.
And the second important thing is, don't rely only on this technique. Still it can cause damage. So you can use something like what we have given is a fundal hood, which is actually applied reverse loaded. It's like this. So as soon as you come to the cardia somewhere here, wait a minute. So it will just, because it will just go, if it goes through the cardia, and it will open up nicely like this. So the foreign body is actually hidden inside, and you can take the whole thing as a unit. So this is applied like this, like a hood, and then you reverse load it like this. Relax panuma, loose panuma. எடுத்துருங்க பின்னால் எடுத்துருங்க. Just
That's the safest way. That's the beautiful way. That hood I also use.
yeah. See, like this, you take it. So that way your vision is not affected. Once you take the foreign body, because you are coming to the cardia here, then it will let you just unravel. And it will go just like a protective sheath, it will come. The best place for a snare is whenever you have a tubular objects. Like
Yes.
this one, for example,
Yes.
it is very difficult. It is too big for anything. I just said, Dormia, you may be lucky, but still, if you hold it right in the middle, it cannot come. It will be wedged in the esophagus. You can only take it this way. So the best way is to go, either push it into the stomach, then somewhere you just go, catch it. But the trick of the trade is to catch it somewhere in the junction of the last 1/3. Don't go in the middle. Open. Don't catch it here. Okay? Then you will be coming this way when it comes to the cardia. Open. You catch it. If you see the batteries, they may have a small ridge, one of this bottom. If there is a ridge, you go and just go and encircle that ridge. Even otherwise, because of the firmness, and you will be able to go, and if you have the additional that fundal hood, you can put the hood and it will, see, for example, it can go this way and the whole thing can come. Whereas if it is right in the middle, so hold it at the tip, use a snare, that will be the trick. Additional fundal hood makes it a complete success. Thank you.